All right, let's dive into a concept that tackles a huge paradox in business today. It's a framework that really explains how companies can and should evolve in how they use their data. Welcome to our explainer on the information continuum.
So here's the big question, right? It's a puzzle we see everywhere. Companies are absolutely drowning in data. I mean, collecting terabytes from every single click and sale. But then when it's time to make a big decision, it feels like they're just guessing. So how do you actually bridge that huge gap between just having a ton of data and using it to create real, tangible value? Well, the answer really lies in a framework called the information continuum. Probably the best way to think about it is like a roadmap. It shows you the exact path to take, starting from basic data lookups all the way to super sophisticated automated decision-making. At its heart, the continuum shows us that getting value from your data isn't some single giant leap. It's a journey. You've got to progress through these really distinct stages, and each level you climb builds on the one before it, bumping up your organization's data maturity step by step. Now, as you climb up this continuum, there's a really critical trade-off you need to know about. As you move to higher levels, two things happen at the same time. The potential business value just skyrockets, but you guessed it, so does the complexity of actually making it happen. It's a classic risk-reward scenario. So, how do you actually start climbing this ladder? I mean, you can't just wish your way to the top, right? It takes a really solid foundation. And that foundation is built on four absolutely essential pillars. Okay, these are the four non-negotiables. First, you need a solid theoretical foundation. You have to understand the science behind it all. Second, you obviously need the right tools and tech. Third, and this is a huge one, you need skilled people who can actually do the work. And finally, you need a real hunger for business innovation, a culture that's actually willing to change course based on what the data is telling them. The key here, all four of these have to grow up together. Okay, let's get into the first big stage of this journey. This level is all about one thing: using data to understand what is happening right now in this very moment. So at this level, the activities are pretty fundamental. We're talking about simple stuff like looking up a customer's account details. We're counting things, how many widgets did we sell yesterday? And we're running those standard everyday reports on things like daily sales. These are the gears that just keep the business running. And honestly, this is the baseline. Just about every organization operates here because, well, you have to. It's totally foundational, but it's purely operational. It's all about answering that one simple question. How are we doing right now? Okay, so once a company really gets a handle on the now, the next logical step is to shift focus from the present to the past. The whole goal here is to look back at historical data to find trends, spot patterns, and learn some really valuable lessons. And you can really see the evolution here. It usually starts with simple summary reports. Think like monthly sales totals. Then you start making historical comparisons, like how does this quarter stack up against this quarter last year? From there, it's a pretty natural jump to tracking key performance indicators, your KPIs, which then leads to building out powerful analytical tools like dashboards. And this brings us to a really crucial difference. Level 1's operational reporting is all about the question, how are we doing? It's immediate, it's right now. But Level 2's analytical tools, they're about how did we do? It's reflective. It's all about learning from what's already happened. This leads us to the highest and, frankly, the most game-changing level of the continuum. This is where we make that massive leap from just analyzing the past to actually predicting the future. And this is where data stops being a report card and starts being a true strategic asset. To get to this level, you've got to be using some pretty sophisticated analytics. You start asking totally different questions, like, what are our sales going to be next quarter? Well, that's forecasting. Which of our customers kind of behave the same way? That's descriptive analytics. Which clients are about to leave us? That's predictive modeling. And the ultimate question, what is the absolute best thing we can do right now? That is decision optimization. Now, here's something important. People throw around the words forecasting and prediction like they're the same thing, but they're not. Forecasting tries to figure out a new value that might not have happened before, like estimating next month's total sales. Prediction, on the other hand, is about calculating the probability of a specific, known thing happening based on looking at past data where that thing happened. So let's make this real for a second. Imagine your predictive model flags a customer and says there is a 77% chance they're going to churn, cancel their service sometime in the next 3 months. I mean, wow, that is an incredibly powerful piece of information. But what do you actually do with it? And that is the multi-million-dollar question, isn't it? A prediction is just a number. It's a fascinating insight, but it is not an action. The model itself doesn't tell you what to do next. This is where something called a decision strategy comes into play. Think of it as the bridge from insight to action. A decision strategy is just a set of predefined automated rules. So in our example, the strategy might be super simple. If any customer has a churn probability over 70%, automatically send them a targeted retention offer. Just like that, you turn a passive prediction into a proactive, money-making business action. So as we start to pull this all together, it becomes really clear that climbing the information continuum isn't just about buying some new software. It's about fundamentally changing how an entire organization thinks, and maybe more importantly, how it acts on its data. And look, if there is one single message to take away from all of this, it's this. You have to walk before you can run. You can't just decide to jump straight to predictive modeling if you haven't even mastered your basic operational reporting and historical analysis. Each level builds the data, the skills, and the organizational trust you're going to need to succeed at the next one. It really truly is an evolutionary path. So this whole framework gives you a really powerful lens to look at your own company. So ask yourself, where are you guys on the information continuum? Are you still just focused on the now? Have you really mastered analyzing the past? Or are you actually starting to predict the future? Thinking about this can show you exactly where you need to focus your energy next. And that's our breakdown of the information continuum. If you found this framework helpful, do us a favor and like, share, and subscribe for more explainers that turn these kinds of complex ideas into clear, actionable knowledge. Thanks for tuning in.